Why do some students study for 10 hours and still forget everything before and after exam, while others just study for just some few hours and they can still remember what they are studying for years? Well, the answer is not how much you memorize, it's whether you truly understand what you are studying. That is why we are here. I want to talk about the understanding and memorization. These are two feathers that must fly together. And before I go into the main concept, can you kindly subscribe to this very channel, because you will never lack good content that will help you on your academic journey. So one thing about memorization is that memorization is just the act of forcing some details and information into your brain without allowing the mind to comprehend or understand it. So you are forcing information, but the mind is not like really understanding why am I having this into my own heads. Whereas understanding is the opposite. Understanding is opposite because the brain is aware of what is being put in or being forced into it. That's why you see these two things are two concepts that you can never do without. But some will say I am for understanding, some will say I am for memorization. Well, I'll clarify you. Maybe at the end of this video you will know where to stand. You see, when you memorize, you recall words and letters. That is one thing about memorization. But for understanding, it will enable you to explain the ideas of what you are trying to remember, of all the letters you've crammed. And you see, for memorization, it lasts for a short period of time. Just for I just crammed today, before you know, maybe after some hours, after writing the exam, or that is all. But for understanding, it will stay longer than what you even think. That is why understanding is very, very important. Now, when it comes to formulas, when it comes to laws, when it comes to standards, maybe accounting standard, maybe laws in physics and chemistry, you see, memorization plays a very good role in that very aspect, because you have to know all these laws, you have to know all this formula. But understanding will help you to now apply these laws in a very logical way in order for you to solve problems. And you see, again, memorization is easy to forget. Have that in mind. But how about understanding? But understanding is easier to remember. If you want to understand things easily, understand them. But if you want to forget easily, go and memorize. Because the moment you begin to memorize things without you knowing the concept himself, you are bound to easily forget what you have read. But the question is, should you stop memorizing, or should you stop understanding, or should you just focus on one? No. The answer is no. These two must be together, because both memorization and understanding are two feathers that must fly together. If you want to achieve high, you must combine these two together. Why? Because when it comes to formula, number one, you have to understand how to apply the formula and then cram the formula. Now, for those in accounting, when it comes to maybe like accounting standard, maybe knowing those laws that are guiding accounting principle, you have to understand why this principle being brought up, and then you now cram or know that principle or know that standard. That is another aspect again. But now the question is this: is there any benefit of you combining these two things together, memorization and understanding? Yes. When you memorize, when memorization fails, understanding will pick you up. So there's a point where, maybe in exam hall, maybe while writing, you forgot something and something just escaped your mind. At a very particular point, your only point of rescue is when you understand the concept. So memorization can fail, and the moment it fails and you don't have understanding as your backup, that means at that very particular end of your exam, you will regret it. Why? Because you depend on one. But when you understand and at the same time you memorize some concepts, things will not fall your hand. That is why when memorization fails, understanding will immediately pick you up. Another benefit of joining these two things is that you can forget what is memorized, but understanding will still remain. What you memorize can be forgotten, can be left out, but understanding will just stay with you there, just for you to just find a way of expressing what you already understand. So in conclusion, where I'll be leaving you is that just have it in mind that memorization help you pass a test, but understanding help you to solve problems for life. So the best learners, they don't just only choose one over the other, they use both together. That is, they make use of both the understanding and at the same time memorization. So I would like to know, which one are you in? Are you for memorization, or maybe are you for understanding? So let me know in the comment section. So thanks for watching. It's bye for now.